Hi, myself is Venkata Krishna. In this video, we are going to discuss about what are all the various terminologies required to understand the manual testing. So, manual testing is the basic thing for us, which everybody need to know, because though we are doing any job and all on software testing, we need to have clear knowledge on the fundamentals of the manual testing. So, let me discuss few of the terminologies which we use frequently in manual testing. And the first thing coming to the terminology is requirements. What is requirement? Who will give us the requirement? What is the importance of the requirement? So requirement is something like the customer will give us whatever the application we are trying to develop for him or test for him. So how the application should be. So what are all the buttons need to be there? What are all the links need to be there? What is the functionality of that particular application and all. So those specifications, we are going to call them as the requirements. Requirements will be given by the client. Client will provide us the requirements. Based on those requirements, the development team will develop the application, and testing team we will test the application, and we are going to verify so whether it is working according to the client specifications or not. So requirement is something like customer specifications, so where we need to depends on it, and accordingly we need to test the application. We need to confirm to the client how it is working, whether it is working according to the his specifications or not. So requirements is the different formats will be there in a Word file. The requirements document they are going to give it to us. So based on those requirements, so we are going to test the application. Requirements document contains each and everything related to the application. How the login page should be, how the home page should be, what are all the different buttons or text fields or links need to be there in your application, how the logo should be, what is the title of the page, once you logged in the home page, how the functionality should be. So each and everything in the diagram representation, they are going to put it into a document. That document will be shared to the development team and testing team. Okay, so based on the requirement document, so everybody can easily understand the requirements of the particular application. And also in any testing project or development project, there is a role business analyst. His role is documenting all the requirements from the customer, and he is going to put it into a document. That document will be shared to the both development team and testing team. Still we are having any questions on the requirements document, then those all questions we can ask to the BA. BA will clarify all our doubts, and also in the beginning of the project, the BA will clearly explain to the development team and testing team what is client expectations. Based on those expectations, both of our teams should work. So whenever there is a beginning of the project, BA will go to the client and gather all the each and every requirement from the customer, how he is expecting the application, what are all the different functionalities he is expecting, how it need to behave the entire application. So these all things he will get it from the client, and he will document all those things, and that document, as I told you, will be sharing to the development team and testing team. Once he prepared it, BA is going to give us the requirement sessions in real time. We will call them as the requirement sessions or walkthrough sessions. So those sessions will give it to the depends on the size of the project. It may be for 1 week or 2 weeks, daily 1 hour, or that depends. So BA will explain each and every requirement to the development team and testing team. That will make everybody understand what type of application client is expecting from us. So like that, how the requirements will be stabilized. If the requirements are not stable, okay, then in the going forward in the videos, we are going to discuss about what all the different software development lifecycle models are there, and those all models we will try to understand. For the stable requirements projects, which model we need to use. For unstable requirements projects, which one we need to use. So those all things we will discuss in the coming videos. So that is about the requirements. So BA is the owner of the requirements. If he is not clear with any requirement and all, he will contact the client and try to get it clarified. If anybody having any doubts or any clarifications on particular requirement. So like that, how the requirements will be gathered and shared to the all the teams. And the requirements not only shared to the development team and testing team, there will be a architects team will be there. So that team also will be looking into those requirements and all. So once requirements are gathered, so this is the starting of the project. The first thing we are going to do is gathering the requirements, doing the walkthrough of the requirements, and from development team they will start the developing those requirements. From testing team we will start with our documentation part on that. So that is about the requirements. Requirements is something like client specifications, so where we are going to use those requirements to understand the what type of application client is looking for. Okay, so that is about the requirements. So next, software testing. What is software testing? Why we need to do that? So see, for example, let me take an example. So there is a 10 requirements are there. In those 10 requirements are working correctly or not, what we need to do? We need to do a test. In a simple example, you went to the supermarket and you bought the 100 items. Once you come back to the home, our family member will check all those 100 items you brought from the supermarket or not. That is kind of testing. Or your father or mother has given you 1000 rupees. You need to count it, whether 1000 is there or not. That is kind of testing. So testing is something like checking whether it is working correctly or not. That is testing. Software testing is something like testing the software whether it is working according to the client requirements or not. So general example here, why we need to test a software? What is the importance of it? Without testing, can we deliver the application to the client? Yes, we can deliver, but who is responsible for the defects or bugs or issues faced by the client? So without testing you are delivering. If it is not working with the to the client performed some operations, it is not working. Then what is the use of it? How client will give that application to his end users? So that is the reason testing is very, very important. Without testing, we cannot deliver it to the client. We can deliver, but the problem here is, so he may get issues. We don't know. So that is the reason we need to cross check the application whether it is working according to the client requirements or not. Okay, without testing, if at all we are delivering to the client, he started work on it, it is not working, then it is a time waste process to him. Then again it will come back to the development team, again they need to fix it, again they need to deliver it to the thing. For example, the client may have 1 lakh to 10 lakh subscribers are there, and application we have delivered, and application is in production. Production means which is available to the end users. All the 10 lakh subscribers accessed the application which is not working. What will happen? Let me take a real-time example. There is a number of banks are there in India. Let me take a SBI application. One day the app is down because the transfer process is not working. What will happen? The transfer process, the money transfer is not working. There is hundreds of crores of loss to the SBI. So that is the reason testing is very, very important. And one more example. When you are transferring 100 rupees, other person is getting 1000 rupees into his account. Without testing, if we deliver, this type of issues may come across to the client. So that is the reason each and every software application should be tested before delivering to the client. So that is the importance of software testing. You believe or not, in the older days, like 20-30 years back, there is no separate testing team. The development team used to perform the testing. Then that time and all, it is very beginning of the software era. So that time, so the client might face so many issues, and then from 90s onwards they started importance of testing, and each and every company is maintaining separate testing team for their projects, because that is the importance of testing. Even nowadays, each and every project whatever they are developing, there should be a separate testing team. That is the reason more number of jobs are there nowadays market in testing field. So more and more jobs we are getting on testing side. Okay, so that is the importance of software testing. So to test the software whether it is working according to the client specifications or not. What is manual testing? What is automation testing? Manual testing is something like we need to test the application manually by seeing with our eyes, entering the data manually, clicking on buttons or selecting the drop down items. So everything you are doing manually with your by seeing with your eyes and entering the data or selecting something or clicking something, everything you are doing manually. So doing the testing on your application by seeing with your eyes and entering the data manually, that is about the manual testing. Okay, so there are two types of testings in the software testing, manual testing and automation testing. Okay, older days and all, like 50 years back if we'll go, you believe or not, there is no lifts. So for example, that time there is a 10 floors building is there. There is no lift. Everybody need to go 10th floor manually but through steps, and they need to come down through steps. Later on they automated this process with the lift. There is a lift. Lift functionality is, so take the people into the particular floor. Okay, so it is going to top to bottom, every floor it will go. That is automation. So in manual testing, everything you are doing manually with your eyes, you are checking and you are entering data manually, everything is manually. Whereas coming to the automation testing, you develop some code, so using any language like popular language Java or Python, you develop some code, you are going to use some tools. By using tools, whatever the operations you are performing manually, same operations you are performing on your application with the help of tool. That is automation testing. You may get a question here. If everything we can able to do manually, why we need to go for automation testing? What is the importance of it? Yes, we can see simple example. We can go by walk anywhere. 100 kilometers also we can walk. But why we are not walking? Why we are utilizing the buses, cars or bikes? To save our time. We can do manual testing, that is correct. But to save time, manual testing is taking, let me assume, 10 days. If once you develop the code by using any tool, within 2-3 hours it is going to test it for us, entire application. Then client is going to save 9 days time. That is the importance of automation testing. So manual testing is something like testing the application manually by entering the data or by seeing with our eyes and we are verifying. Whereas automation testing is testing the application with the help of tools, and tool will take care to perform all those actions on behalf of us, and tool will give you the result whether application is working correctly or not. So there are two streams nowadays, manual testing and automation testing. Manual testing is something like testing the application manually with your eyes, everything you are checking. Automation testing is something like with the help of tool you are going to perform all the actions on it. Okay, tool will take care to show you results like how many are passed, how many are failed and all. So why we need to go for automation? To save our time. Manual testing, everything we can do it, but it is going to take a lot of time since we are doing everything manually. That is the reason we need to go for automation testing, where you can use of any tool. Like popular tool nowadays is Selenium. We can use with the help of the Java or Python. Then we can automate, we can develop the script, we can develop the code which is understandable to the tool. So that code, whenever you need to perform the testing, just you are going to execute that code, and with the help of the tool will give you the results for you, what is working, what is not working. That is something like automation testing. So similarly, what is quality? What is quality? Quality is when you can say any product is quality. If it is fulfilling all your requirements, all your needs, then you can say that product is having quality. Why everybody will tell that the Apple products are quality, like iPad or iPhones and all? Because a lot of security will be there, and usability will be there, user friendly will be there, easy to move will be there. Everybody can understand very easily and able to manage the things with iPhone. So based on the requirement, if at all it is fulfilling all your needs, then you can say quality. In other words, if I want to say, without having any issues, application is doesn't have any issues, you can say it is a bug free application, then you can say that project is having the quality application. So as a tester, our main aim is to identify whether application is working correctly or not. You may get a question here, if it is not working, what we need to do? If it is not working, you are going to update to the development team to get it fixed. You are going to update to the development team saying that okay, so and so thing is not working, and make it fix according to the requirement, make it fix according to the client specification. Okay, if something is not working, we are going to call it as a bug. Okay, in testing terminology, we are going to call it as a bug. Bug means something is not working. So bug free application, we can say that it is a quality application. And other words, if application is meeting all the client requirements, application is meeting all the client requirements, everything is meeting, then we can say that application is having quality application. So finally, tester job is to verify application is having quality or not, application is bug free or not. When you can say application is bug free, you need to test each and everything. If everything is working according to the client requirement, then you can say it is a bug free application. You can say it is a quality application, because clients are expecting quality applications from us. Clients are expecting quality application from us. Our job as a tester, our job is to deliver the quality application to the client. As I told you, when you can say it is a quality application, you need to test thoroughly each and every specification given by the client. It should meet the client expectation. If it is not meeting, that is a bug. So you are going to send it to the development team, get it fixed by the development team, and they are going to send it back to you, the updated application. Then again you are going to perform the testing, and you are going to confirm whether it is working or not. If it is not working, again you will send it back to the development team until it is working fine. So quality is something like two ways we can tell. Bug free application is a quality, and the application is meeting all the client specifications, then also you can say it is a quality application. Similarly, two types of applications will be there: project and product. What is project and what is product? Project is something like, these are all the two different, both are software applications only, but slight difference will be there in getting the requirements. Project is something like, somebody will give us the requirements. We are going to develop that application. For example, SBI is there. SBI online banking application is there. Who is the client for that? SBI Bank is a client. We are developing the application for SBI to his end users. Only SBI customers can only use the SBI online banking application. That is a project that is developed only for SBI. So for example, Microsoft Office is there. Is it a project or product? Microsoft product, anybody can buy it, anybody can use it. Who is giving the requirements for Microsoft Office product? On open market, wherever the gaps are there in the requirements, they are gathering themselves. Microsoft is gathering the requirements. and they are developing the application. So something developing for the particular customer, it is a project. So based on the market requirement, somebody will gather all the requirements and they are developing the application themselves. That is a product. Okay. So whatever you are getting ready-madely in the market, those all are products. Or you are developing with your own requirements, that is a project. Okay. You will go to the sweet shop. You order 10 kgs of sweet, but that sweet is prepared by the shopkeeper with their own requirements. That is a product. Or to the sweet shop owner, you are giving your own requirements and you are making the sweets according to your requirement. That is a project. But testing wise, we no need to worry. Project testing or product testing, everything is same. Only the difference is in getting the requirements. Okay. So based on our requirement, we are giving those requirements to the company to generate your application. That is a project. Or based on the market industry requirement, you are getting ready-madely in the market. Those all are products. But testing wise, project testing, product testing, everything is same. But only the difference is for the project, there is a client will be there. You are responsible to the client. For the product, your company itself is the owner for that product. You are gathering the requirements from the market. You are developing the application. So that is only the difference. Okay. Similar way, what is quality assurance and what is quality control? Quality assurance and quality control. See, if something you developed, for example, let me go to the any shopping mall, what they are going to do? So once you bought any products and all, while you are coming out, they are going to check your bill and they are going to verify what are all the products you bought from the shop. If everything matching, then that is fine. Similarly, once you bought the products, okay, you bought some from the shopping mall, you are going to check yourselves all the items you bought are already there or not. Okay, these are all the two things. So quality assurance is something like, are you following the standards and processes of the company or not? Are you following the right process or not? Are you following the right process, right standards or not according to your company? So that is nothing but quality assurance. So quality assurance, there will be a separate team in our company. They are going to check, are we following the right standards and processes or not? That is the job of a QA team, quality assurance team. Their job is to verify whether we are going in the right direction or not, whether we are using right documents or not, whether we are using processes or not. These all will be verified by the quality assurance team in our company. There is a separate team. They will do auditing also. In the middle of the projects, they will come to us and they will audit how we are performing each and everything and all. That is the job of a quality assurance team. Quality control team, actual testing team. Once we get the application from the development team, we need to test that particular application whether it is working correctly or not. So actual testing will be taken care by the quality control team. Why they named it as a quality control? Because we are controlling the quality of the application. Quality assurance team, they are assuring the quality to the application. They may assure, but they cannot give guarantee. But quality control team, we can give guarantee to the application whether it is working correctly or not, because we are the people, actual testing we are going to do. That is the reason they named it as a quality control team. So quality assurance team will check out for us whether we are building the right product or not. Whereas quality control team, we are going to tell to the client that product is right or not. So that is the simple difference between quality assurance and quality control team. So there is a separate teams will be there in real time. So quality assurance team will check the standards and processes, are we following in the project or not, they are going to verify. Quality control team, it is the actual testing team where they are going to find whether we are doing the testing according to the client specifications or not, whether the application is working correctly or not, will be taken care by the quality control team. Fine. So in the similarly, like other terminologies, if we will go, what is verification and what is validation? So as I told you, quality assurance, they are going to perform the verification. Verification is coming under quality assurance because they are going to do the verification. They are going to verify our application. They are going to verify our standards. They are going to verify our process. So verification is coming under, it is the technique coming under quality assurance. Validation is coming under quality control. Actual validation is done by the testing team. Actual verification is done by the quality assurance team. So verification is done by the quality assurance team to verify are we following the standards and the processes in our project to give the right product to the customer or not. Validation is something like actual testing team is taking care of to test the application whether we are giving the right product to the customer or not. That is validation. Validation is actual testing. Verification is kind of verifying something whether it is according to the standards or not. So verification is coming under quality assurance. Validation is coming under quality control. In real time, there is a separate teams will be there. Quality assurance team, they will be taking care to verify each and everything. We can also call them as a auditing team will be there. Are we following the standards process or not? They are going to verify. Validation team is nothing but actual testing team where they are going to validate the entire application according to the client specifications whether it is working correctly or not. So next one is what is bug and what is defect. These two are very important words for testing. Very important words for testing. What is bug and what is defect? As I covered you previously, bug is something like something is not working according to the client expectation. That is a bug. Once you get a bug, what you need to do as a testing team, you are going to send that bug to the development team for fixing. If development team accepted that bug, yes, it is a valid issue. Yes, there is a issue you raised. Then we can call it as a defect. I mean, accepted bugs are defects. When tester raises it, it is a bug. Once it is accepted by the development team, it is a defect. Okay, you may raise 100 bugs. There may not be 100 defects. Some may be rejected by the client because you misunderstood the requirement and you raised a bug. So there may be a chance. As a human being, we may misunderstand the requirement. We may raise that as a bug to the development team. Then development team will update us. Okay, so boss, it is not a bug. It is working according to the requirement. You can check with BA. You can check with business analyst or you can check with client side team. So then sometimes some bugs may not be a defects. So accepted bugs are defects. Once bug is raised and updated to the development team, they accepted it as a valid issue, then we can call it as a defect. So these are all the frequently used terminologies in the testing side. Okay. So software testing, first we started with requirements. Requirements is something like client provided specifications or requirements. Software testing is nothing but testing the software application whether it is meeting all the client specifications or not. Manual testing is nothing but testing the application manually by seeing with our eyes whether it is working correctly or not. Automation testing is to save time to the client. We will go for automation testing. There we are taking the help of a third-party tool and we are going to develop some code which is understandable to the tool. Like that way we are doing testing with the help of a tool, that is automation testing. And similarly, What is quality? So quality is something like uh, we are trying to meet the bug-free application or defect-free application, then we can say that application is having quality. The target of a tester is delivery a bug-free application to the customer. Okay, when you can say application is working each and every requirement according to the client expectations, and you can say that application is having quality. Project is something like based on somebody is giving you the requirements to develop a application, to test the application for his own purpose, that is project. Product is something like you are developing the some application or something according to the market requirement, that is a product. Product can be used by anybody, but project can be used by his own end users only. Quality assurance and quality control. Quality assurance, there will be a separate team in our company. They will take care of the auditing process. They are going to verify whether we are following the right standards and the processes or not in our project. Quality control is something like we are going to control the quality of the application by doing actual testing on the application. Similarly, so verification and validation coming under quality assurance and quality control. Verification is something like this is the technique where they are going to follow in quality assurance. Validation is the technique we are following in quality control. Okay. Next, bug and defect. Bug is something like something is deviating from your requirement. Something is deviating from your requirement which is not working. Then you can call it as a bug. Once it is accepted by the development team to get it fixed, then that we are going to call it as a defect. So these are all the frequently used terminologies in our testing. Okay. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much.